Okay, count me in.
Okay. Three, two, one, go.
Hello, and welcome to the Divergence Files. We are your hosts, Birdie and Boomslang. I should probably have said that the other way around. I'm Boomslang, and welcome to our fucking train wreck.
Yep, that's what this is. So, hi, I'm Birdie. I go by he, him, and neo pronouns. I have a ton of issues, but autism is the main one. And that's kind of what this is all about. And then, some of my favorite things to discuss are like birds, video games, horror movies, true crime, gender stuff, whatever have you, whatever I'm interested in that day. It changes. Um, yeah, your turn.
Hi, I'm Boomslang. I go by she, her, and they, them pronouns. I have depression, anxiety, autism spectrum disorder, and dyspraxia. And fuck, my brain just stopped working. Give me a moment.
We have a co-host today. Her name is Smithy.
Oh, tell me more.
It's my cat.
Why did I not know your cat's name?
I told you her name today.
Oh,
It's not my cat, it's my sister's cat, but my sister's on vacation.
so your cat temporarily?
Yes, my cat. I'm stealing it.
I think you should.
If she likes to sit on the fridge, maybe. We have something in common. We like the fridge. Come here. Come here.
The moral of this episode is it's okay to steal cats if their owner is away.
It's okay to steal cats. That's the only. You know what? Just go.
I feel like there's an episode title in there.
There is an episode title. This is the one we're using.
My brain is turned back on. I like snakes, like a lot, like more than most people probably should. I like dinosaurs and general prehistoric life. And I'm really into natural disasters and storms.
Oh, wow. You know what? Same. I love rain. Yeah. Okay. Anyways. Um. Oh, I had things I wanted to talk about today, and I lost it. Wait, I have to find it. Oh, okay. So, some facts about how we met. How about that?
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Okay. Do you want me to start, or do you just want to ramble?
Well, I really have no clue what you're planning to do with this. So I think you go and I will vibe
Okay.
and join in when I figured out what the hell is going on.
Okay. So, me and Boomslang obviously are very close. um, we.
Are we?
I don't know. Are we? That's up to your interpretation because I thought we were close.
Wow, okay. That's sweet.
I thought we were close. Do you not? Are we secretly mortal enemies?
Yep.
That sucks because now, I mean, we did have the conversation that we were villains yesterday. Was it yesterday? Days are overrated. It's fine. Okay. Anyways, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, yes, we're obviously very close. Um, we met on actually a reptile server. Surprisingly, right? You wouldn't expect it. Um, but yeah, and we started talking, and obviously became friends, and we're we're interested in some of the same things, so I think that's pretty cool. Snakes are epic. I love them. I forget exactly how we met, so you're gonna have to help me.
Fuck. I was, I was really hoping that you might remember.
Yeah, that's the story. We met in a reptile server and started talking. Um,
And now we're
now
here.
we're a train wreck. That's the end of it. That's the end of the story. We're always gonna be a train wreck.
We have pets.
We have pets. Okay, so I have three snakes, two birds, and a dog, and I love them all very dearly. Your turn.
I have something like 8 snakes, and I know it sounds really bad that I can't keep track of them, but I take in rescues and I look after other people, so uh, the number changes. Let me 1, 2, 3, 9. No, wait, fuck, he's only here for the day. 8.
Hey.
8. Hi, this is Boomslang from the future, by which I mean it's like 2 a.m. about 2 days later, and there was just really no way I could make this transition smooth from what we had recorded. So, yeah, that's us. And now we're going to tell you a bit about the podcast itself. While I'm here, I also wanted to note that although we plan to have lots of light-hearted episodes, like this introduction, there will also be open discussions of potentially sensitive or triggering topics, although we will always do our best to provide appropriate content warnings at the beginning. And that's it. So I'm gonna go cry some more over audio files now. Bye. So the Divergence files is primarily going to be about neurodivergence and the ways in which it impacts our life and other people's lives. But specifically, we want to look at the things that don't get touched on so much, the happy parts, things like special interests. So we'll have some episodes just talking about our special interests. We'll have guests come in to talk about theirs and just the, things that make them happy. And that's going to be cool. We're going to have stuff like true crime, animals, lots of animal stuff, dinosaurs.
Also, other mental health stuff, possibly.
Yeah, that's
and then maybe we'll touch on gender and sexuality in general instead of connected just to autism. That would be cool. And we also just might have some cool epic conversations about random stuff. We might just ramble and it'll be fun.
Basically, you're probably going to learn something, and if you don't, you can listen to two nerds
ramble,
talking shit.
talking shit. Yeah, rambling and talking shit for like the next hour of your life.
And now, to pretend like we have any semblance of structure to this thing whatsoever, we are going to finish up by telling you some interesting facts about random special interests.
Do you want to go first?
Not especially.
Okay. Did you know that most hummingbirds weigh less than a nickel?
I did not know that.
They are very tiny and very fast. I have them around here, actually. We hung up, like, sugar water, and they, like, randomly will stop by, and they're very cute. I didn't know they were actually that small. Like, seeing them in person is crazy.
Oh, hey, so in England, we don't have hummingbirds.
Oh, you don't?
I mean, I don't know a lot about birds, but I'm, like, 98% sure we don't. But what we do have is something called a hummingbird hawk moth.
Is it an actual moth?
Yeah, it's an actual moth, and it has a long proboscis that looks like a hummingbird's beak.
That's so
and
cool.
They move their wings really, really fast, so it blurs like a hummingbird's. And we actually got one in my garden back where I used to live. It was so cool. It looks just like a hummingbird. It hovers at flowers in the same way. They're amazing.
I want to see one now. Yeah, they like come around here all the time because we have a ton of like hummingbird bushes, and I don't know if you know what those are. They're plants, but they're like big bushes that like have flowers and stuff on them. But we have a ton of them on like the main porch area of my house, and then we have hummingbird feeders like everywhere, and they're very small. They're like tiny. It's very horrifying. I remember I had to like relocate one to like because it was like it didn't fall or anything, but it had an injured wing, and I didn't want to like touch it for too long, so I just picked it up and put it down like on the little like a little area where it would be safe. But like holding it in my hands was so horrifying because I was like, oh my god, please, I don't want to hurt you even more.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying.
They are so tiny. It's like a hamster, but like 10 times smaller.
It's just so crazy to me that you guys just have hummingbirds. Like, that's a thing. But
we have a lot of weird species here. I don't know why.
You do. But you have fireflies.
Do you guys not have fireflies?
I mean, we have something called a glowworm, I think, but if we do have fireflies, it's definitely not a common thing.
Yeah. I mean, you also don't have like a lot of snake species, right?
No, we have 3 snake species.
That's so strange to me because we have like I think it was 27 non-venomous here in North Carolina. That's weird.
It's crazy. Oh, and the other thing is I was talking about this with some friends the other day, the American badger versus the European badger. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I saw that meme. That was funny. They look so different. It's kind of weird.
They do, but European badgers are fucking bastards. Like my stepmom has a story about this time she was out walking and she tripped over a badger. She kicked it and it went for her.
Oh
It was not
no!
impressed.
They are so terrifying,
And
Loki.
I was once out walking and I heard this sound coming from a bin just out on the street. So I assumed it was a rat or something, you know. I don't know, maybe a cat because I've seen cats foraging in bins before.
Yeah.
So I was just intrigued. So I go to investigate, expecting this rat to come popping out. No, it was a fucking badger. Hi, we're back. We had some technical issues.
Well, we're back now, so we're gonna continue talking and we're gonna continue vibing. And another cool fact about kiwis.
Kiwis?
Kiwis,
Like the
like
fruit?
the bird.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So kiwis, they are land-bound birds from New Zealand, um, and they actually they have feathers that feel like hair, which is really interesting because
Can you
they're
confirm? Can you touch one in person?
I have not touched one in person, but that's the most common thing I hear when people touch them. It's like, is that, and I actually hear them called like all the time. They're called honorary mammals because they like kind of look like a mammal. Just yeah, they're just like a bird mammal. It's kind of funny. Oh my god. Oh, I meant to. Okay, so you have grass snakes, right?
As in this country or
Yeah, as in like native, not native, but like in your country.
no, yeah, they are native. Technically the common name is barred grass snake, which differentiates them from the mainland European grass snake species. But most people do just refer to them as grass snakes because the barred grass snake thing comes from a taxonomic change back in 2016.
Oh, that's interesting. Is that what poet is? Poet, right?
Poet, Poet is my pet grass snake. She is a natrix. Yeah, she is a Black Forest locality grass snake, and her species comes from mainland Europe, not England. The species we have here is called Natrix helvetica. Until recently, well, no, 2016 was a long time ago. God, I'm
I
gonna
know
have existential
it goes by
crisis.
so fast.
Um, so yeah, 2016 they were upgraded to species status. Previously, they were known as Natrix helvetica.
Oh, that's actually really interesting. I actually like. I don't really like pay attention to scientific stuff a lot because I find it hard to read like scientific papers and stuff.
That's fair enough.
They're always like they're written weird for my brain.
Yeah, no, they're sort of designed for not to be easy for laymen to read, and that's a whole issue. And actually, something a lot of my university lecturers were very passionate about. But
Yeah.
relating to the grass snake, actually, that was a problem because when the media reported on the classification, they got a lot of it really wrong. So there's a lot of people who believe that there are 4 species of snakes native to England because that is what a lot of the newspapers interpreted the findings as. So people assumed
Ah.
that barred grass snake was a new grass snake species and that we had natrix and Natrix helvetica.
Oh yeah, I remember you talking about that in the reptiles that we were in,
Yeah,
right?
so
Yeah.
yeah, so a lot of people now think that when the reality is Natrix helvetica is the same species we had before. It was just a
Just
reclassification. So it was,
reclassification. Yeah.
yeah, it got its own species rather than being a Natrix subspecies.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, we. I can never keep up with all the snake species we have here because we have a lot.
I'm so jealous. I would love to not be able to keep up with our native species.
We have I can try and think of all of like or not all of them, but most of the ones that are common here. There's like we have rat snakes and corn snakes. We
Dude.
have I know the best ones to start off with.
Well, no, I was going to point out that corn snakes are rat snakes, but
I
you know.
know, I know, but like in my brain, it's easier for me to say rat snakes and corn snakes
Yeah, that's fair.
because we have black rat snakes, and then we have, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
like a lot of the snakes we have here. I can never find them though because even in like I'll go like into forest because my grandma lives in the middle of like nowhere, and whenever I go to like find anything, like she has a huge lake, I want to find turtles, I can't find them, and I don't know why. Like especially when she'll be like, "Oh yeah, I saw a turtle last night," and I'll be like, "Oh where?" I'll go there and they're not there.
Okay, I mean, I was gonna give you tips, but it sounds like you just have chronic bad luck.
I just have bad luck, yeah. But yeah, I just think a lot of the snakes we have here are really cool. Because like they're all in like quote unquote different areas, but you can like it's hard to like explain it because we have a ton of like smaller, tinier snakes. So we have like you know ringnecks and all that stuff. But then we have like king snakes and we have water snakes and we have like bigger corn snakes, all that stuff. So it's kind of a mix of everything, and I'm really excited to start like actually like trying to find things because I have like certain little areas where I want to like go and find certain species. And I just think it's so much fun to like just try to figure out certain, you know, IDs and stuff and more or not more species.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. That's one thing. Like you guys having such a major variety of herpetofauna. I'm a member of a lot of the US identification groups for reptiles on Facebook, and the conversations I see there are just really interesting. Whereas here, it's more of a case of does it have zigzags? It's an adder. Does it not have zigzags? It's a grass snake. Unless it's black, in which case it's also an adder. And that's literally it.
I can just imagine.
Because I mean, we have smooth snakes, but like you don't see them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's we when we lived so we lived I don't know if I've talked about this before with you, but we lived by a house next to like right in front of a lake. Like you could walk like straight behind our house and there'd be a lake. Um so we lived there and it was like kind of in the middle of nowhere, like in the woods area like that. We got a lot of deer and like foxes and all that stuff. And I think it's really cool. I still get to go there because my aunt lives there now. But we I remember this one time when I was a kid where my mom was like home with me and my dad was at work or something. She's terrified of like actual wild snakes. um, but we I was like playing in the yard and it was really windy, and she told me that this huge black rat snake came like coming out of the like water or like area near the water, and she didn't do anything. Obviously, she just like grabbed me and put me away. But it was funny because I just remember like all this like her talking about how there used to be like all these different animals, and now that it's starting to get more like what's the word human filled,
Human
like
filled.
it's starting to get more like populated. That's the word. It's starting to get more populated. You don't really see a lot of the animals anymore, and it's kind of sad. I want to see deer and foxes again. But yeah, I want to go see animals. They're awesome and I love them. I think that's enough. I feel like that's a good 20 minutes. Yeah. There's the podcast. We should sign off.
Bye, fuckers. See you next time.
You know what? I like see you fuckers. That's very appropriate.
See ya, fuckers.
Goodbye. Do you want to go first?
Not really.
Okay, fair enough. Let me open my notes because I was being stupid. Hi, we're fucking losers. That's fine. Okay.
I use she, her, and they, them pronouns.
Fair enough. And
Fair enough.
fair enough. Yeah, it's good. It's good. You're good. You're fair enough. It's good. Scrap this one. We're doing it again. Okay.